Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Saints are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Lions defense that will need to be on its game.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
They'll fake it. Now Luck. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll be third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's brought down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 57 yards.
10 touchdowns on the season for him, and I don't know whether these goals are written down. I don't know whether they're discussed amongst the team, but I do know this. Every guy who touches the ball as a ball carrier thinks 10 touchdowns is a nice round goal to try and reach in a season.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Detroit's numbers on defense in 2016 were not horrible. They were number 19 against the pass and number 18 overall, but where they think they'll make a big jump in 2017 is being able to get a pass rush going again. Ziggy Ansah, their star defensive end, played with a bad ankle for most of the season and wasn't able to duplicate his double-digit sack numbers of 2015.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not crush.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stops right there.
And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Luck now to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On play action, they'll throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way.
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. So out now come the Lions. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Taking it about the 36. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Lions will take over. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what kind of a play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here's Luck. This is caught by Jackson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Luck. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Clock throwing again. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, here's Love. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a handoff looking right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Here we go now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Off of play action, Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So here come the Lions now. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, It told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Morgan coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. To throw now on first down. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On first down, Luck. And hauled in here by Jordan Norwood. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Luck. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for Jordan Norwood that time. And it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Luck. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Saints are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Lions won't panic either. They know they just need to take it one play at a time. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Saints come out on 3rd and 4. They'll go to the ground here, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Saints up by a touchdown. We go now late in the first. Fackrell's got the sack here. This will go for a loss of 8. With the ball early in the second. Defense will get to the QB here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Saints take over late in the second. The pass will be completed into coverage, and this will go for a touch. The lead now at 14. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a first down following that long gain. And a give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down following the run. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down. The Saints on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And the play clock's running down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. Luck now to throw. And brought in by Jarrell Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Luck. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Here's Luck. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And it's a big play there on third down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time running out here on the play clock. Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, surprise, surprise. First and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. And he fires one incomplete. This offense so far on third down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is third and goal.
Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. From the 50, it's Long. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd and 10, Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th. Unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. Because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. If people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Play clock winding down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
No, check, Patriot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
You thinking that might be a better way to go?
Instead of your kicker, yeah. Now a first down throw. Luck toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Still fighting for more. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, here's Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards. Luck throwing again. And some space here. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Love. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Love. Completes it to Norwood. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Lions on third down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we're going to get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for second down. The play clock's running down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When you think of really good teams that play a base 3-4 defense, you'll have to think the defensive line handles a lot of things. Eat up double teams with your nose guard. Your defensive ends are what we call base guys that can hold the point of attack, and they make it very difficult for people to run the football.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Second down following the incompletion. Now Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Lions on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Locke. And now another one thrown incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They snap it to Locke. This is caught by Jackson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down Lions.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Luck on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again is Locke. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, that's the 4th time.
Stop. Your momentum's going to keep going, but 1 for 4, That tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And the Panthers definitely thinking upset. They lead in that one. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that...